All right, once again, today is Thursday, February the 4th, standard 8G5. Somebody read that standard to us.
I can find angle relationships in triangles and transversals with 65% mastery.
Good job. On yesterday, we began looking at triangles. On Monday and Tuesday, we began looking at transversals. Quite a bit of angle vocabulary that eventually helps us in what grade? What class?
Geometry.
Good job. All right, so let's review this vocabulary before we get started today. A triangle is what?
The sum of the measures of the three interior angles have a sum of 180 degrees.
That's something you learned starting in 4th grade. The angles on the inside of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. All right, somebody remind us what are adjacent angles?
Angles that share a common vertex and side beside each other.
Yesterday we said one way to remember adjacent, they are beside each other. Adjacent means beside. All right, tell us about interior angle.
One of the three vertices of a triangle.
Good job. Interior pretty much gives it away. It means it's on the inside. So we're talking about one of the three of that triangle. All right, give us exterior.
Angle formed by extending one side of polygon past a vertex.
All right, so once again, that name gives it away. Exterior means on the outside, so that's when we got an angle that's on the out. All right, somebody give us that next bullet. All my readers and non-readers went to sleep. Give us the next piece after exterior.
The measure of an exterior angle plus the measure of an adjacent interior angle have a sum of 180 degrees.
Good job, thank you, sir. 8th graders, I shouldn't have to beg us to read. That's the easiest way to get participation points. Simply read something. Exterior angle and interior angle makes a straight line. So once again, they are reminding you that it adds up to 180. Remember, as you get on closer to geometry, they not going to remind you, hey, a straight angle is 180 degrees. That's something they expect you to recall. All right, somebody give us the next one.
The measure of an exterior angle equals the sum of the measures of two non-adjacent interior angles.
Good job. So if we're looking at that exterior angle, we can look at those two non-adjacent angles. If adjacent was beside it, then that means we're looking at those two angles that are not beside that exterior angle. And we can add those together and it will tell us what that exterior angle is. All right, last but not least, at the bottom, someone give us similar triangles.
Corresponding angles are congruent.
Keep going.
Can I say the triangles are congruent if you do not know the side length?
Good job. Similar triangles have corresponding angles that are congruent, but we cannot say they are congruent triangles if we do not know side lengths. So definitely make sure we pay attention to that. All right, once again, we still going to be talking about angles from transversals as well. So I at least hope you have learned some of this vocabulary. All right, you can go ahead and get to your practice. Everyone should have access to Schoology. We should know what folder it should be in by now. The same weekly folder, February, the 1st through the 5th? All right, put what we know into practice. Somebody read on 1, 2 once you get there.
the diagram, equals XYZ equal 115 degrees and M angle WXY equal 45. What is angle XWY?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm about to say, y'all waiting on me. We're gonna be waiting forever. It's the easiest way to get your math work done. All right, the measure of angle XYZ, they told us is 115. Like I told us on yesterday, do not be afraid to draw on your shapes. They also said WXY is 45. And they want us to figure out the measure of XWY. That ain't on the inside. What information can we use to help figure out that missing angle? Or what do we know?
So just subtract the exterior angle by 180 to get the y.
Says something about an exterior angle. That is correct. That would be an exterior angle. I missed what you were saying at the end.
I say you can subtract that from 180, and that'll give you the WYX angle.
Okay. So that gives us how much?
$65.
Alright, so that means that angle on the inside will be 65 degrees. Use your knowledge of supplementary angles. And I said you get the geometry, you're gonna have to note and prove why you say what you say. Alright.
You can add up 45 and 65, and then subtract that from 80. 180.
Why you do that, Brian?
$110. $70.
And what told you to do that?
Cause the triangle gonna equal 180, and we already had two angles, so just had to figure out what the third one was.
Good job. Three angles of a triangle adds to 180. So the missing angle must be 70 degrees. Brian, I like the approach you took. The approach they would have imagined you would have thought about was that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent angles. So we could have did x plus 45 will be equal to that exterior angle. Subtract 45 on both sides to get x is equal to 70. But if you prefer going that approach, it works as well. Any questions about it? Anybody still need something? Doesn't matter, but we don't want to participate to make it through the practice. I don't understand it. Into who? Somebody read number 2.
Triangles ACB and DEF shown in the diagram are similar. In triangle ABC, angle A equals 64 64 and triangle DEF, angle F equals 73. What is the measure of angle G?
All right, good job. Thank you, ma'am. What do we know about similar triangles?
They commonly have the same measurements.
All right. I won't necessarily say the same measurements, but I would say they are corresponding. So they have corresponding sides. And as you stated, congruent angle measurement. So typically when they mention similar triangles to me, my first thought is, okay, let me identify the angles that would go with each other. So if they started out triangle ABC, and then we got DEF, A going to which one? Meaning it's also equivalent to what? What other angle? Which came first in the other triangle they named? Triangle ABC, triangle DEF. If A came first in this triangle, thank you, lady. I think you don't want to wait. So that means B is also going to be equivalent to what angle? Okay, got a few more now. We don't like to talk, but we right. C is equivalent to what?
L.
And then I'm gonna label what they gave me. They told me angle A is 64 degrees. They said angle F was 73 degrees. What other angles can we label just based on what we just stated? What can we label C, Daniel? All right, why you say we can label C for F? What do you mean by C for F?
I mean that we can use 73 degrees for F because they're corresponding.
Good job. They're corresponding and equal, so that means if F was 73 degrees, then that means C is also 73 degrees. Can we label any other?
You can do the same thing for A and D.
All right, good job. If A is 64, then that means D is also 64 as well. So now that we have labeled what we know, they want us to find the measure of angle G. What do you notice about the measure of angle G?
Exterior angle.
All right, and how do we find the measure of an exterior angle?
We can add up D and F and that'll give it to us, or we could add up D and F and subtract it from 180.
All right, I like it, Brian. Your first approach worked best. Don't subtract it from 180. All right, so Brian told us we find the sum of the two non-adjacent angles, which in this triangle happens to be angle D and angle F. So 64 plus 73 would be equal to what? Say it louder, Sam. All right, 137 degrees. So if that was 137 degrees, so that means the measure of angle G is what? Good job, 137 degrees. If that was the sum of the two non-adjacent angles, that's what we need. Any questions about it? Anybody still need something? Sam, your volume is really low. I really can't hear you. I don't know if you need me to wait or what. Okay. Said I can go? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right, can someone read question 3 to us?
Three intersecting lines from triangle BCE as shown below. Which of the statements are true?
All right, so this is select all questions. So naturally, I'm gonna take them one answer choice at a time. Answer choice A says the measure of C and E is equal to A. C and E will equal A. True or false? Why you say false, Lakeland?
Because they are neither corresponding, nor do they have much of any relationship.
Together, I can't add them together and get something. I'm gonna redraw this triangle without all these extra lines. Can I add C and E to get A? All right, let me redraw it another way because we just had a problem that looked like this. So now that I have redrawn it, can I add C and E to get A? Why you say yes now? What would make that true?
Because you can add two non-adjacent angles to get the exterior angle.
That's it. It was an exterior angle. Remember I said geometry, you got that to prove why you saying true or false. All right, let's look at B. B says D plus F is equal to B. D plus F will be equal to B.
False.
Why you say false, Brian?
Well, because both angles D and F are both B and angle B. And if you add them together, all they're going to do is get bigger.
Good job. Both of those are exterior angles. So a little common sense will tell me, no, I can't add both of those together, as he stated, because they're larger. All right, C. C says B plus C plus E will be equal. B plus C plus E is equal to 180 degrees. Lakeland says true. Remember I said geometry, you gotta be able to prove. Ain't great as y'all doing me long enough to know you got an answer, be able to explain where it's coming from. But you got some classmates who's silent for a reason. They need to know why you're saying yes or no.
Because B, C, and E are interior angles inside the triangle. So that for them to form a triangle, they got equal 180.
Angle triangle. We should learn in 4th grade that they add to 180 degrees. Good job. D says B, C, and D add up to 180.
False. Because C and D supposed to equal 180 by themselves.
All right, E. E said AB is equal to EF. A plus B will be equal to E plus F.
True, because they both supposed to equal 180 degrees because it's an interior and exterior angle on the same side.
All right. Or we can notice that they both made a straight line. All right, and then F said BCE is equal to ADF. All those on the inside will be equal to AD plus F.
False, because they are exterior angles.
Great job, Blakely. Any questions about it? All right. I at least know I got 2 students who partially ready for geometry. All right, number 4, somebody read it to us.
In triangle ABC, angle A, measurement angle A is 62 degrees. Measurement angle B is 39 degrees. And in triangle XYZ, measurement angle Y is 39 degrees. Measurement angle Z is 79 degrees.
Stop right there, Brian. just based on the information you gave us about these two triangles, what can we do before I move any further?
Draw some triangle.
Yeah, I can draw some triangles. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna draw some triangles so I can visually see what they're talking about. All right, they told us A was 62 degrees, B 39 degrees, Y 39 degrees, and then Z 79 degrees. All right, keep reading, Brian.
Julie said that the triangles are congruent because all the corresponding angles have the same measure. Has the same measure.
Julie, all the triangles are congruent because the corresponding angles are the same. I got 62 and 39 in one, and I got 39 and 79 in the other. How can I prove that all my angles are the same? What do I know about the three angles of a triangle?
Got equal one. Got equal.
Okay, so how can I find my missing angles in these two triangles?
Add them up and subtract by 1/8.
All right, so now that we have found those missing angles, let's read what she said again. She said these two triangles are congruent because all the corresponding angles have the same measure. Is Julie correct or incorrect?
Yeah, right.
No.
All right, Latham, you said incorrect. And then Brian, you said correct. When I think about congruent, what must happen for something to be congruent?
They gotta be the same.
All right, so the only thing we know about these triangles are the angles. Can I say those side lengths are the same to say these two triangles are congruent? If I don't know my side links, I can say it's congruent.
No.
I can say that they're what?
Similar.
Oh, okay, good job. Somebody been paying attention. That was on part of our vocabulary. So that means Julia is incorrect. They are similar. Having the same angles makes them similar unless we know the side links. If the side links are the same, then we can say congruent. All right, somebody read what Ramiro said.
Romero says that the triangles are neither congruent nor similar because there is not enough information given.
So based on what both of those students said, is any of them correct?
He was wrong because he said they're not similar.
Congruent.
Okay, because you see it's a text box and it says explain your reasoning.
Similar.
At least get 4 questions correct. Any questions about it? All right, let's see if we can at least get through 5. Somebody read it to us.
In the figure shown, Kn is parallel to Lm. Part A. When comparing KJN and LJM, TAR states that KJN and angle LJM are congruent. Explain why TAR's statement is correct. Enter your explanation in the box provided.
Thank you, sir. So clearly we know these are similar triangles based on the fact that these angles lie on the same line. They then said this angle is congruent to the other angle, LJM. Why are they correct by saying they are congruent? All right, thank you, ladies. All right. I didn't get to part B with that. Let's see if we can get through 6.
Parallel lines P and Q are intersected by transversal R as shown. What is the value of X?
All right, so we're looking for X. This is a transversal. What can we use to help us figure out X?
We know that the line that the X on is supposed to equal 180 degrees.
All right, but we need to know some information to help us figure out X.
The angle 30 is also corresponding to the space under x, and you can subtract that from 180.
All right, so you talking about over here? You talking about this space?
Yes.
What tell you that 30 is also in that space?
They're corresponding.
They're not corresponding. Corresponding angles are in the same position. Corresponding 30 degrees would have been in this position right here. That's corresponding because it's in the same position as their other 30. This 30 will be considered an alternate exterior angle. They're on the outside and they're opposites. So we could have used alternate exterior angles as you did, Lakeland, or we could have used corresponding angles by correctly bringing it down. So now that we have brought it down, how now can we figure out x?
Subtract 3 from 180.
Why you subtracting, Brian?
Because x and 30 is they supposed to equal 180, but all we know is 30, so we can subtract 30 from 180 to figure out what x is.
Good job. They're supplementary angles. They made a straight line, so he know that we can subtract from 180. So 180 minus 30 will give us. So that means x is 150 degrees. You got several vocabulary you can use to help you explain it. Today is Thursday. Progress reports will go out on this Friday. Me and several others have been reminding you all week about getting your work in. Some of you met that deadline of yesterday. I may have a chance to go back today and check and update. Get your work in. Some of you still missing iReady Math Diagnostic. You're still missing Star Math Diagnostic. I don't know if you think it's going to disappear or what. Take care of your business. Have a great Thursday.